Welcome back, dear students. We are going to continue the same concept today. That's we know that human health and disease. The remaining concept. In yesterday previous classes we have discussed about the health, the introduction of the health, and also we are going to discuss about the what is the meaning of pathogens, everything. Then come today we are discussing in that chapter the common diseases in human beings. What are those common diseases in human beings? Yesterday class we discussed that there is the some pathogens are there. From that we are going to get the diseases like that bacterial, viruses, next helminthes, protozoans, fungi. These type of the pathogens. From that we are going to get the different type of the diseases. In that the first today's class we are discussing about the bacterial diseases. In this bacterial diseases there are so many diseases are there. The first the common disease is nothing but what is that? Typhoid. So typhoid it is commonly called as a fever. That fever must be in the temperature range, it will be high. If it is goes too high, then we are going to call it as a typhoid. What is that range? That range will be a 39 to 40 degrees Celsius. Common temperature will be coming. Common temperature nothing but up to the almost all 37, 36, 38. If it is increases to 39 to 40 degrees Celsius, then we are going to call it as a high fever or a fever. That's common word is that typhoid. This typhoid is caused by the pathogen. That pathogen name, that bacterial name, it's called as a Salmonella typhi. This Salmonella typhi, it is a pathogenic bacterium. And it is nothing but a rod-shaped bacteria. Already you know that rod-shaped bacteria. So like this. These are called as a rod-shaped bacteria. Like this type of the bacteria. So in that, there was such a type of the rod-shaped bacteria, that is we know that the Salmonella typhi. So this bacteria, it is a pathogenic bacterium which causes typhoid fever in human beings. In human beings, it causes the which type of the fever? That is called as a typhoid fever. This rod-shaped bacteria. And organs affected. Which type of the organs will be affected? When this bacteria enter into our body through the contamination of food and water, then it is directly enter into the where in the main part, that is called as a small intestine. In that small intestine, it going to starts the secreted and undergoes to the multiplication. When it starts to multiplications, then immediately we are going to suffering from the some type of the symptoms. So that type of the symptoms, we know that those symptoms are called as a some starting will be weakness will be started, and next headache, and next stomach pain, next constipation, and completely there is the loss of appetite take place. What is that loss of appetite? That is the hungriness. That will go into decreases almost continuously. If it is decreases means we slowly loses our immunity power. Like that. So storage, the store where it going to store? It going to store, it going to present in the part of a small intestine. And how it will be migrate? Then it going to migrate to the other organs through the circulating fluid of the body, that is called as a blood. Through the blood it will be migrating. Migrating means one place to the another place. First it will be enter into the small intestine through the contamination of the food and water. That contamination takes place. That's we called as unclean. Drinking water are more dangerous because these are having a several microorganisms. Those microorganisms will causes the different types of the diseases. Same condition in this type of the bacteria. What is that? Salmonella type. This bacteria is present in the small intestine and enters through the contaminated of food and water. Must be remembered. Then come to the next concept. That's only they are going to give here, the method of transmission. The method of transmission through the contamination of food and water, unclean food and water. Then come to that symptoms. I told you already, it should be a high fever up to the range temperature, that's nothing but 39 to 40 degrees Celsius. Or if you consider in a degree Fahrenheit, then it goes to the 103 to 104 degree Fahrenheit. In the thermometer, we are going to calculate or diagnose this much of percentage, then must be remember it is the symptom of typhoid fever. So then come to that same symptoms as nothing but a weakness, stomach pain, constipation. Constipation in Kannada we are called it is a malabaddhati, like, okay, and headache. Next, loss of appetite, hasi, hungry. Okay. Then come, how it will be diagnosed? There are several tests are there, diagnosing of the some diseases, the major diseases. Like that, the typhoid fever will be diagnosed by the one test. That test is called as a Widal test. Widal test. Through the Widal test, the almost all doctors are going to diagnose this type of the test. What is that? Typhoid test. Like that, you must remember as a HIV. So through the HIV we are having a different types of the diagnosing test is there. In the HIV AIDS, that diagnosing test is called as a ELISA. That's ELISA, E-L-R-S-A. This ELISA test will be diagnosing test for the which one? AIDS. That's what is the abbreviation of ELISA? ELISA is nothing but a enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. Enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. This type of the test will be diagnosed only for the HIV patients. So, but here in this we are taking the which one? Typhoid test. This typhoid test is diagnosed by the Widal test. So, this is the idea about the first bacterial disease. What is that? Typhoid. Then come the second one is that pneumonia. What is second bacterial disease? That is pneumonia. So this is also a pathogenic disease coming from the bacteria. Which type of bacteria? That bacteria, that pathogen, that causative agent is called as a Streptococcus pneumoniae. Which one is that? Streptococcus pneumoniae. Coccus as a comma shaped. We know that almost comma shaped bacteria are there, spring shaped bacteria is there, rod shaped bacteria is there, oval shaped bacteria is there. We are commonly called as a circular shaped bacteria. In that, almost a circular shaped bacteria is called as a which one? Streptococcus pneumoniae. It's also called as a Diplococcus pneumoniae or also Haemophilus influenzae. See the another names. The another names will going to ask you in the CET level or NEET level concept. That's why you must be remember what are the alternative names for these type of the bacteria. So that's the same word. What is that? Streptococcus, Diplococcus or Haemophilus influenzae. These three names for the causative agent of the disease which one? Pneumonia. So see the name pneumonia causes the pneumonia. Like that you must be remembered. Okay. Then come to which organ it going to affected at to our body. It going to affected the which one? Alveoli of lungs. What is this alveoli? You already heard. Alveoli are nothing but where these are present. These are nothing but a structural and functional unit of lungs. These are the main units which are responsible for the exchange of gases, because we are having the lungs. So in the lungs, you must remember first this is from this the respiratory system will going to start it. So this is commonly called as the nasal passage, nasal breeze, and it is enter into the trachea. You know that you are having a tracheal rings, everyone, and it is enter into the almost lungs. There is the pair. So in that there is the primary bronchioles is there, secondary bronchioles, and tertiary bronchioles. To that tertiary bronchioles, there is the some minute air-filled sacs are present. Those air-filled sacs we are called as a alveoli. These are responsible for the exchange of respiratory gases. Then what are respiratory gases? There are two types. One is that oxygen and another one is that carbon dioxide. These oxygens and carbon dioxide are commonly called as a respiratory gases. Okay, those type of the exchange of gases will take place in our body through the alveoli, which are present in lungs. That part will be affected by this type of the pathogen. What is that? Streptococcus pneumoniae. Must be remember which part it will be affected, where it will be entered, like that. The almost salmonella type enter into the intestine. Same Streptococcus pneumonia enter into the alveoli of the lungs. Then come, what is the method of transmission? How it will be transmitted into the body? Just inhaling the droplets or aerosols released by infected persons. Inhaling the which one? Droplets or aerosols. These are aerosols, nothing but almost dust particles or droplets particles which are present in the air. If infected person after the coughing or sneezing, these type of the aerosols which are almost present in the, these are coming out to the climatic condition. If that time we are going to inhaling, immediately these type of the dust particles which are having the bacteria like a pneumonia, Streptococcus pneumoniae, enter into our body also. Then it going enter to which part? That part is called as a alveoli of lungs. Then we are going to suffering from the disease. What is that disease? Pneumonia. So this is the method of transmission. Then come next one. What are the symptoms? How we are going to know about if I am going to suffering from the pneumonia? Then slowly there is the symptom. After the inhaling that droplets or aerosols, there is the symptoms will be started. The first symptoms, what is that? Slowly our body temperature will becoming increases. That's we are called it is a fever. That fever, the common aspect. Next one is that chills. Chills nothing but we are going to call it the Sita Jwara. Chill, Nadukanta next starter. So that's almost all chills will be happens. After that fever it's going to continue to the chills. Next coughing. Continuous we are going to start with the cough. Like a TB patient. A TB patient continue they are going to coughing. Like that the cough will going to came when this type of the bacteria enter into our body. Next one, headache. That's the common symptoms. Headache. Headache will be coming, fever, chills and coughing. And slowly the throat infection is also goes on. So next, if it is in severe cases, if it is goes to the continue, if we are not going to take a treatment, then it is more dangerous, dear students. Why it is dangerous means, see, in severe cases, the lips and fingernails may turn grey to bluish colors. The lips and fingernails may turn grey to bluish color. The lips, must remember, and fingernails. By identification, in our external pictures only we are going to get in severe cases what happens. So, lips and fingernail may turn. Which color? First it is grey. Grey to it becomes as a bluish color. Like that you must remember, if we are suffering from a common disease that is called as a jaundice. Which type of the jaundice? That should be a yellow jaundice. Where easily appeared, but white jaundice is not easily diagnosing. In yellow jaundice, maybe eyes are become yellowish colors and fingernails are become yellowish colors. So like that, and lips and almost our skin, these are also become as a yellowish. Then we are easily identified this person is suffering from the yellow jaundice. Like that here also, but when it is in the last moment nothing but it is in the severe cases. The lips and fingernails may turn to greyish to bluish color. Like that type of the symptoms will going to appear through the pneumonia. So this is the way we know that how the bacterial diseases like typhoid and pneumonia. And you must remember here, in CET NEET level, they are going to ask you the pathogen. What is the causative agent? You know that disease causing organisms, we call it as a pathogen. They are asking that one. How they are asking? So, typhoid, the causative agent of typhoid, which one? Then you must be remember what is that? Salmonella typhi. Like that, they are going to ask the causative agent of pneumonia. So that is, you must remember as a Streptococcus pneumoniae or Diplococcus pneumoniae or Haemophilus influenzae. So these are the pathogenic name they are going to ask in NEET level, CET level, or also 1 mark question. Sometimes they are ask you as the essay type of questions or 3 marks question, 5 marks questions like that. Explain the bacterial diseases in human beings. Then you must go for the first one typhoid, next one pneumonia, next we are going to plague is there. So like diphtheria is there. So like that type of the other diseases also is there. That you are continuing to explain one 4 diseases, then it's there. But how to explain? You must remember. First pathogen name, next organs affected, method of transmission and symptoms. It's enough. Like that you can make it chart, then it's very easy to you for understanding and everything you can solve in the examinations. So today we are going to finish up here. In next we are going to continue the another type of the diseases, that bacterial diseases. Okay dear students, are you got my point? Thank you.